What's up, y'all? I might have to um jump off for a few seconds. I'm waiting on the Instacart link. Stop! I'm gonna kick your ass. Get up! Out! Out! Anyway, welcome to the Sunday Nights Lives. I'm gonna kick your butt. Whoa! Leave it alone. What's good, Farrell? Welcome to live, and we live at 5. Y'all, beat. I had a long, I ain't gonna say a long day. Um, it wasn't really a long day, but it was productive. It was a productive day. We got a video done, and so my day ain't even over with yet, to be quite honest. But yeah, I got a video done. Just came from the gym. I still have to make dinner and lunch for work tomorrow and edit tomorrow's video. And yeah, that was what my day was looking like. But yeah, I got a little gym session in. Happy about that because I be feeling 'cause I ain't been to the gym in a while. As y'all can see, you know what I'm saying? We got to start to slim down a little bit. So I went to the gym off the little mukbang food that I had. It was good. Sea Circle. All right, all the way from Toledo. Tanisha, welcome to the live. KC, what's good? Nate Tyler, welcome to the live. What's good? What's good? Yeah, definitely trying to get this money, this cash. I'm waiting for the Instacart lady to come to the door, and there she go. So I got to jump. I'll be like right back. I have to go get the groceries from the front door. Just 1 second. Hush. Smell like a mukbang in here. Sorry about that, y'all. Had to go get the groceries from the front door. How convenient is that? Um, I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that, Tanisha. Appreciate that. Thumbs up this video for Tanisha. Appreciate all my seafood boys. I actually just got through doing the what's good, the sous chef. Welcome to the live, Luther. Welcome to the live, Deborah. Tell you, Buckman, I do apologize. Or that Instacart. Yeah, Instacart be on point. Ain't gotta go nowhere. It's to the front door. She's a nice lady. Hope I wasn't supposed to tip her, because I didn't. I do tip though. I do tip. I'm not that person that doesn't tip. And, like when you go out, what's good, Willie? Welcome to the live. Terry, welcome to the live. Yeah, but I do tip. I'm a very good tipper. I'm from Mississippi. I live in Georgia, but I'm from Mississippi. I've been in Georgia about 5 or 6 years, something like that. Now, been a time just flies. Time definitely flies. But yeah, if y'all join in, thumbs up this video for me. I appreciate y'all for waiting on them few seconds while I go grab my gross shot rouse. You say you stay in GA too. Hey, we lit GA in the building. Said what about Biloxi? Now I'm from Hattiesburg. I got folks that stay in Biloxi now, but I'm originally from Hattiesburg. It's like north of Biloxi. Yeah. What's good, beauty within? Welcome to the live. But yeah, man, today's a productive day. I'm glad I got things done. Like it'd be hard for me to sleep when I don't be getting stuff done, like that I know I need to do, especially when it comes to my videos and stuff. Just getting up and not procrastinating and just doing it because it's naturally it's my technically day off from a 9 to 5, but you know what I'm saying, when you got this YouTube life, it's a 24-hour job, so it's 7 days a week, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know, answering them comments and, you know what I'm saying, creating promo videos, which I've learned how to create promo videos. I used to post my like my thumbnails, and I was like, how do people, I still haven't quite figured it out yet. I'm still learning, you know what I'm saying, it's a learning process, but I still ain't quite, you know, figured out like you know, when they be doing like all them extra caricatures, and you know, just different little, you know, fun stuff that people be putting in their videos. But for some reason, when I edit and then I try to put it to iMovie, like sometimes the words be off the screen, and it just be, I don't know how I'm supposed to be doing that, but you know, I like to see when, you know, people do that. Probably like sweat my waves out at the gym, but it's all good to the good in the hood. But yeah, I just really wanted to jump on the live because somebody asked me earlier, was I gonna do it? And I did plan on doing it, but I was just trying to do as much as possible, and then this be really not the last thing that I do today because I gotta go cook. Still gotta go cook, and I still gotta edit. I wish I would have edited yesterday, but I just took a little. Sometimes you gotta take a little rest. You know, ain't nothing wrong with taking a little rest. I'm just not the kind of person that likes to rest. I have to make myself like sit down, just sit down somewhere, like calm down. Like you're gonna be good. Like I have to constantly remind myself, like you don't have to constantly do stuff all the time. But I feel like I do, and I feel like if I'm not doing something, I'm just, you know, I feel lazy. Like I'm just, you know, not necessarily missing out on something, but you know, just missing out on, well, I guess missing out on the opportunity to get something done that I could have been doing, and I'm just laying there. You know what I'm saying? I hate that. So I have to get up and do stuff and be productive. And the only time I know like I'm tired, like is when I'm literally standing up and my eyes just start dropping, and that's when I know I'm like, okay, I think it's time to take a little rest. So and then if I sit down and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna make some thumbnails and I'm just gonna download some backdrops from a green screen, and you know, and end up waking up 4 hours later. I have to make myself like get some rest. I have to, but I just be wanting to do stuff. Like I hate feeling like I didn't do enough. Because sometimes, you know, I think I put too much pressure on myself. You know, you're your biggest critic. Like ain't nobody gonna judge you as much as you judge yourself, I feel. So I definitely feel like I'm my biggest critic, and I have to give myself a break sometimes. 'Cause I be too hard on myself, I feel. And it's just something I'm starting to figure out. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I'm not doing enough. I don't know why. I just do. I don't know. But either way, you know, I got a cramp. That means I didn't stretch. I really didn't stretch before that workout. It was quick because I hadn't been in so long, and I have to. I don't know. It's just like sometimes my body just knows when it just needs a good workout. Like I have to give me a good workout, no matter what time it is. Like as soon as I got doing the video I was doing, I jumped right out to the gym instead of laying down, because usually I lay down and be done fell asleep and missed out on it. So I was like, you know what, not today. We're gonna get up and we're gonna make some things happen. and we're gonna be productive. Just keep reminding myself we're gonna be productive, but then not forgetting. What I'm saying, I still have to have enough rest for my 9 to 5 because the bills still got to get paid around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Still got to pay them bills, and yeah, So that's my advice to anybody: don't be too hard on yourself. Just it's okay to sit down. I'm talking to myself now. It's okay to sit down and just take a breather. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody else tell you you ain't doing enough, and don't let nobody else be the judge of your character. Be your own character judge or whatever. So yeah, I'm about to dang, actually I could at least started. I'm making some spaghetti for work in the morning. I think yeah, that's definitely what I'm about to go do. Make some spaghetti for work in the morning. It's probably gonna be I might end up doing a mukbang on it. I don't know. It depends. I forgot to get the garlic bread. You know what? I'll be there. I just thought about something. I forgot to get my lemon ring for the video I did today. I always forget that dang on lemon. And at least I still have it for the next video. It's not like I'm not gonna ever do another seafood boil. I forgot. I do too much. I need an assistant. I can't wait till I can afford a secretary and an assistant to do all these things, like all these things that I need to do. Because I wish I could just sit down and just record, and that'd be it. And it'll be so much easier, to just be able to. God bless, the folks that got folks, that can be behind the camera to make sure you're zooming good and your lights good and your sound is on. Like that's a blessing to have somebody else to, like them couples and mukbang channels and stuff like that. That's a blessing. Like, 'cause that's like it'd be kind of hard because I'm sitting here recording and only thing that's thinking on my mind. Y'all ever see it? If y'all ever see the look in my eyes and I'm just thinking, and it looks like I'm thinking, but I'm just not totally quite there. I'm there and I know what's going on, but at the same time, I'm being light man, I'm being cameraman, I'm being producer and director, I'm being all these things in my head, but at the same time, I'm recording and trying to make sure, that portion of it is good. It's quite a task. It's quite a task. And then thinking about probably, what I got to do when I get done and yeah, that's the mukbang YouTube live. When I first started this thing, I thought, that is easy. Like just sit down and eat food. That's easy. Anybody can do that. And not to say that anybody can't do it, but definitely was more of a task than I had originally thought. But it's been fun. Like it's really been fun. Like I really enjoyed it. It's been a year. It's been a year for me. According to YouTube, anyways, August was a year for me, and it's been pretty cool. Like I can't even believe it. I just started this year posting 5 days a week, and I'm pushing for 2020 7 days a week. I'm pushing, but sheesh, that 9 to 5, yeah, that 9 to 5 works on me sometimes, and sometimes it just ain't, the best thing to do. Like when I get directly off work to record a video, it ain't always the best thing to do. Even though I try to leave, you know what I'm saying? It's also like, they said we can use was it 3 or 5. Hold on real quick. One of my coworkers. I text her back. I'll text her back in a second. Um, yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. She made me forget what I was gonna say. You say you used to live in Gulfport. Yep, I used to go to Gulfport all the time when I was younger. I know a lot about Gulfport. Gulfport. There used to be a water park down there we used to go to. I can't think of the name of it. What was the name of that water park? It was a famous water park. Everybody used to go to that water park down there. I think they closed it down, or Katrina tore it up one. And then we used to go to Kids Quest. I know you know about Kids Quest. So we didn't know at the time that we was going to the casino, or that our parents was going to the casino. We thought they was just taking us, for a fun place and a good time as kids, because they appreciated us as kids. Meanwhile, they were dropping us off at the Kids Quest babysitter, and they was upstairs on the boat, and they were gambling. But I think it was at the what was the name of that dang on casino? I can't think of the name of the casino. I don't even know if it's still there or not, because Katrina tore up a lot of them casinos down there. What's good, Renee? Welcome to the live, Yasmin. Welcome to the live, Jess Ray. Welcome to the live. He said, hey, I'm doing good. Dre, Loxa, Love, Hakeem. What's good, Matosha? What's good? What's good? He said, overachiever. I don't like that word. Says that a beauty mark on my thumb. This one this one is a beauty mark. This one is, but this one something happened. I can't remember exactly what happened. You know how sometimes you'll get them like the like if you impact your finger or something like that, and it don't necessarily tear the skin and it bleed under the skin. Well, usually it'll like harden up and go away, but this one never went away, and it's been there for quite a few years. This one never went away. It's not a beauty mark though. It's like blood under the skin. It's not, but this one is a beauty mark. This one has been here all my life. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I got quite a few in different places that I can't mention. But yeah, um, do I bake cakes? I actually do. I actually do bake cakes. I bake sweets and cookies and cheesecake. I did a Rice Krispie cheesecake a few months ago for my team at work. I do a lot of baking for the team at work because it'd be hard to transfer like hot food because I have to carry it to the train and then carry it to the shuttle because our job has a shuttle that picks us up at the train station to keep people from driving to work and keep the traffic down and stuff like that. So I have to carry it on the shuttle and carry it through the building. So it's quite easier. But I did a like this 4-tier cheesecake and regular cake. It was like cheesecake, regular cake. And then it was like I got some of those confetti muffins and crumbled them up and then put it on the outside of the cake. And it was like a birthday cake from one of my coworkers. I did that. I've done a red velvet cheesecake / cake for my coworkers. I've done a lot. I did a peach cobbler, which I don't like doing the peach cobbler because I know how the peach cobbler is, and I know the peach cobbler sells, and a lot of times I don't have time to do it as easy as you think it may be to make it. It's just the way that I do anything is kind of time consuming because I like to put a little extra. Like when you bite that mud, you gonna know. You gonna know, and this is my grandma recipe. But every time I do the peach cobbler for work, people just be IMing me like because we IM through Skype on our computers. And this one girl, she IMs me like literally. I don't even know if she in the lab or not. Hopefully not. But if she is, she understands because I've been busy. Like I say, I've been busy. But when I do the peach cobbler, everybody wants to order the peach cobbler, and I do like 10 a week sometimes. And it can be time consuming. So I try not to do too much like when I'm at work because a lot of people really want to order, and as good of a thing as it would sound, with everything else that I have going on, it's kind of hard to do. And I'm not just gonna throw anything together and whatever I put out. It's just like when I was working at Olive Garden or any restaurant that I've ever worked at. Like I don't put out BS. Like if I'm putting out something out there, although it's the brand of the business of the company that I'm working for. It ain't the brand and the business and the company that's making it. It's me. And I put my name on it. If I put my name on anything, it's gonna be great. So I haven't really been doing a lot of baking, but I do. I sell cakes and I sell pies and peach cobbler and apple cobbler. Sometimes I do like little cups and I put my Social for Foods brand label on it, and I'll take it to the barbershop and sell it at the barbershop. Yeah, I do. I actually do bake. It's funny you should ask that. I haven't baked in quite a few months. I haven't really baked much since I've been doing YouTube, to be quite honest, but it ain't nothing that you lose, you know what I'm saying? It's something like once you know how to do it, 'cause I've been doing it all my life, baking and cooking. I've been doing literally all my life. Um, it's just something that's just in me. It skipped a few folks. How some things in the family to skip a few folks, but some people that get it. Everybody ain't no cook in my family, but For the ones that is, like my granddad is a dang gone good cook. My grandma's a dang gone good cook, and a few other folks, but um, everybody didn't get the gene. Everybody didn't get that good gene. Like as far as like the as far as like the seafood bar and fried fish and stuff like that, that come from my granddaddy. Anything on the stove, red beans and rice, cabbage, cornbread, dressing, anything in the kitchen, anything in the oven, baked ribs, baked chicken, meatloaf. That was actually my nickname growing up, by the way. It was meatloaf because I used to make a stupid good meatloaf when I was younger, and my uncle nicknamed me Meatloaf. But a little short story about me. But yeah, I actually did. First time I professionally cooked, I was probably like 9 years old. My uncle had he had this trailer that he converted into like a cook thing or whatever, like a food truck, so to speak. Um, and he had two fryers on it, and he had a little flat top grill, and this other little, cooking equipment. And he'd go around to different festivals and different, just different places, cooking and stuff like that. And he, by the middle of the day, get to drinking, and people steady coming up trying to eat and stuff, and he over there, messing up the money and the production. You know what I'm saying? And don't let no woman come up there, boy. Any woman come up there, they getting whatever they want for free. Yeah, he done got on that brown, and boy, they already knew. They knew when the Friday, that was the name of the truck, called Friday. They already knew when the Friday over there, they can come up there and get whatever they want. But yeah, I actually started cooking professionally first when I was like 9 years old. Was cooking on a food truck, and then from there it was kind of up from there as far as the cooking thing. But I got the outdoors cooking from my granddad as far as frying fish outside and filleting fish, and learn how to skin fish and scale fish. When I say skin fish, I mean like catfish, but we really eat catfish with the skin on from where I'm from. But scaling fish, we didn't do too much fish with the scale, but most of everything we ate was catfish anyway. So we didn't really do too much fish with the scale. I learned how to cook rabbit from my granddad. And I gave this story a while back. We used to have rabbits behind the shed in the backyard. And growing up, we always thought they were pets. And he used to feed them and stuff. He used to tell us, go back there and feed the rabbits. And, I just never really think too much of it. But there were always a certain number of rabbits in there. And it'll be a day where I go in there and it'll be one or two missing. And I used to tell my granddad, I think it's a hole, because he used to have that wire, chicken wire, around it or whatever. And I used to tell my granddad, I think it's a hole in the chicken wire because there's a rabbit missing. And like, oh yeah. Don't worry about that. And then he probably just got out and ran away. And I get sad. I get real sad because I thought our pet rabbits was running away, but for some reason one would always return. Well, one day when I got a little bit older, my granddad told me, like, go back there and grab me one of them rabbits up out there. I'm like, oh yay, we get to play with the rabbits today. He never let us take them out and play with them. I'm like, oh yay, we get to play with the rabbits today. So he like, yeah, go on back there and grab one of them rabbits up out of there. So I go back there and I grab the rabbit. And I had already noticed we had this stainless steel tabletop, but he'll just put like two wood planks with legs on it. He'll put it on there. That was his cleaning thing, like he cleaning fish or cleaning meat or anything like that. And I'm like, why the hell he putting out the tabletop for? And I didn't think too much about it. He like, yeah, go and grab one of them rabbits. So I go back there, I grab it. And he like, put it on the table. You got to hold it. He going to run away. You don't want to lose your pet rabbit. So I'm holding. Then man come out with the machete. That's what I call it, because it's homemade. Two things, and two pieces of wood and a blade on it. He like, I have to hold him now. He going to run away. So I'm holding the rabbit. He went, blah. cut the head right off that motherfucker. And that's when I found out that the rabbits actually wasn't pets, that we had been eating the rabbits the whole time, and I never knew it. So on that day, I learned how to skin a rabbit and clean a rabbit and eat the rabbit. And we ate rabbit and deer meat. First time, like I used to eat deer meat all the time, but I ain't never just think nothing about it because it was already like processed. But then he wanted to, my granddad, I'm just getting all off topic. My granddad wanted to, do his own. So one day they went in, they got a deer, and it was a big, nice sized deer, and it was still somewhat alive. And he put the rope around the neck, and we had this metal pole that stuck out the tree, and put the rope around the pole, and it snapped the neck. You know, it was pretty quick process. It wasn't like a suffering kind of thing. And he got the machete and cut it down the middle, and let it bleed out and get the organs out, and we skin it, and and freeze it up and sell the parts of it. And that's when I learned how to skin a deer. So it's a lot of learning I got from my granddaddy. So if it was ever a time and situation to where, what I'm saying, I had to survive off the land type of thing, because maybe apocalypse or grocery stores, just shut down or something like that, like I would be able to survive because I know how to skin deer, I know how to skin rabbit, I know how to clean a turtle. I know how to skin a snake because we eat snake. What a lot of stuff. Coon, raccoon. You eat a lot of coon down there. A lot of stuff. I'm country, so either way, I don't know how I got on that subject. I think we started talking about Mississippi, but yeah. Oh, I was talking about baking cakes, but yeah, I do bake. What's my IG? It is at Emilio Raphael, AMILLIORAFAEL. I'm at Emilio Raphael. This is my middle name is Raphael. I haven't had that in years. Yeah, definitely a southern thing. It's definitely a southern thing. The peach cobbler, one of my favorite things to do, one of my favorite things to make. But I just know, like, when I make it, like, everybody wants to buy it. And when it's crazy because when I was trying to get into, the baking goods and selling them and stuff like that, it just wasn't, I ain't gonna say it wasn't popping like that, but it just wasn't. And then I venture off into something else, and now all of a sudden everybody want a cake, everybody want a pie, everybody want a peach cobbler, everybody want me to make some macaroni and cheese. I can make some macaroni and cheese, make you slap your own goddamn own self. You hear me? But and yeah, like everybody want me to cook now that I done kind of ventured off into something else. It's crazy how it works. It was good from Raleigh, North Carolina. I do a lot of Chanel B. I do a lot of y'all be getting into some accidents down there. I swear, y'all. That's a very high accident area. There's a lot of folks getting into a lot of accidents down there. I do a lot of claims down there. I cut a lot of checks for a lot of people in North Carolina, because y'all it ain't really necessarily Raleigh. It's more them mountainous areas, but I do a lot of claims down there. I live again. How much we charge? I don't know, Dwayne. I ain't doing no baking right now. I'd be more inclined to do baking in the wintertime than I do the summertime, because it'd be hot in that dang on kitchen. And I'm the kind of person, I like to watch my food. Like, I put a stool or a chair in the kitchen while I'm cooking. I can't walk away from my food. That's what a lot of people mess up at, because cooking is it's a continuous thing. Like, you have to watch it and make sure. You know what I'm saying? Most people say, "Oh, you just put it on this temperature and come back and check on it." I ain't that putting on the temperature. I will, like, literally burn my corneas out from all the steam. Because I'm keep lifting the pot and opening the oven. And, I got to make sure it's right where I want it to be. It's perfect. So appreciate that, Chanel B. I was saying, B Love got me hooked on it. She got me hooked on the seafood. And for one, back home, we ain't even eat butter. Like, a lot of people eat the garlic butter, dip their seafood. We ain't eat that, because when we do our boils, we do the the Zatarans, seafood boil in the pot, and then you throw the lemon in there, throw the onion in there, and garlic, and all your flavor is in the pot. So when you take your crawfish or whatever it is that you boiling out the pot, you just pull it out and pour it on the table, and the potatoes and stuff just spread out on the table, and everybody just grab their plates or grab their paper towel or newspaper or whatever it is that you eat with, and you eat it like that. We ain't have no fancy B-Love sauce. I didn't even know anything about eating seafood with sauce until I saw B-Love video, because we didn't eat it like that. And the boil itself, like after you turn the propane tank off, you let it sit for maybe 20-25 minutes and let that seafood soak up in the shell. So all your flavor is in the shell. So we just eat the seafood and the crab and what have you, just like that. We ain't have no butter and nothing like that to eat seafood with. So she got me hooked on that. I didn't even know nothing about this poor baby rabbits. No, they was grown. They was grown rabbits. They was grown. It was good, Cassandra. They was grown. They was grown rabbits. They were like babies. They were babies in the beginning, but they end up being something else. You ever had salmon croquettes? Yeah. I make a good salmon croquette. Not my favorite though. I will say I like crab cakes more than I like salmon croquettes, because a lot of people says that's yummy with rice, biscuits, and eggs. Southern food. Yeah. I would prefer, it won't turn out the same. I would prefer to do salmon croquettes with like filet salmon. And the reason being is I don't like canned salmon. I don't like canned fish because it smells so bad. And you would never like get that smell out. And when you reheat that crap, somebody actually this lady, I ain't gonna say, her name, because, well, it's too late now, because she actually subscribes. She's my coworker. And when I got to work the other morning, she was like, "You want one of my salmon croquette?" I thought she said sandwiches, but I had breakfast already, because I do my fruit in the morning time. I do oranges in the morning, or mango, your metabolism burners type of fruit in the morning time. And I like, no, I don't want that. And I thought she said sandwiches. And she went and heat up them salmon croquette. When I tell you the whole flow at work smells, I ain't gonna say what it smelled like, but y'all know. But that's why I ain't the biggest fan. And it's salty. It's very salty. If you season it, if you want to, but messed up, because it's already got a salty taste. So I ain't the biggest fan of salmon croquettes, but I do like crab cakes. And I ain't the biggest fan of restaurant crab cake, and the reason being is because I used to make crab cake when I was catering. When I worked for a catering company, I used to make crab cakes by the thousands. And when I say by the thousands, I mean by the thousand. We had a bowl about this big, and it had wheels on it, and you're able to push it around, to add, whatever ingredients that you want to add to it. But we make them for events and stuff like that. So I used to make them by the thousands, but it took me a long time, and that'll be like my task for the day, because even though we ordered the highest brand and quality of crab meat, the bones, not the bone, the shells, like you still have to pick the shells. Same with the salmon croquette. Like sometimes you'll eat some people's and they have a crunchy taste to it because it still has bones, fish bones in it. And same as the crab cake. If you don't do the crab cake right, it's not good. It's really not good. And you have to wash that crab meat. A lot of people just like the flavor. A lot of people like the flavor of the juice that's in the the container with the crab. I like to wash my crab meat. I don't like no fishy smelling stuff. I just don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. A little parched there. But yeah, I do know how to make salmon croquettes. What's good, Seattle girl? Welcome to the live. What's good, Snapchat? I got a Snapchat, but I don't be on there too much no more. I mostly be on Instagram. But I do have a Snapchat. I ain't gonna tell y'all my Snapchat name because that's my it's like a private. I used to do stuff. Yeah. I used to do stuff on there, and yeah. So yeah, don't go looking for me on Snapchat because I'm not gonna add you because I don't want you to see. Yeah. Anyway, we all have our lives outside of YouTube. It's easier said than done. Yeah, definitely. Everybody's their own worst critic. Everybody. What's good, Chandra? All the way from Dallas. Then you got the waves. Yes, definitely trying to, get them seasick. So one of the subs made a comment about, I was rocking my little fro, and believe it or not, there's a reason behind why I was rocking the fro. Believe it or not, I still have an afro. Believe it or not, it's my hair is still like about this much, an inch thick, but it's under here, and I have to wear my do rag constantly to keep it down. But believe it or not, my hair is actually still long, but it has to grow in order for me to wave it out the way the way that it does. Because if you have short hair, it's kind of impossible to get waved. So when y'all seen them videos way back, however when, um, and y'all saw me growing my hair, this was why I was growing my hair that long, because my hair won't wave the way that I want it to unless I let it grow maybe like an inch thick. So actually, if I was to, I ain't gonna do it right now because yeah, I don't feel like rebrushing and doing all that. But if I was to pull my hair back, it'll still be an afro up under there, believe it or not. But I definitely appreciate that. One of the subs made a comment, and they say, one of the things that I ain't gonna mention the name of the person, but one of the things that keeps people, not saying that this is something that hinders people from coming to my videos, but they said one of the things that keep people coming to this person's videos is because their hair is always on point. Never really thought about it. Never, it didn't really cross my mind. I don't think it hinders it, but there's certain people that do come for the wave, so I try to, keep it on point. You know what I'm saying? It'd be kind of hard to go to the gym and keep it like this because I'm sweating, and that's why the do rags thing. Ooh, yeah, I need to watch that. But it'd be kind of hard to do with all that I got going on. But I try to keep it up. I appreciate you appreciating. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate what's good. Road Trip Rant Show. Welcome to the live. They say you so bougie. But you're right. I mean, it ain't necessarily, bougie thing. I just don't like it. Like I don't like it. There's a lot of things that I grew up eating and doing. Like if I was to go back home right now, and just the way that they, prepare things and cook things. Okay, yeah, you call it what you want. I ain't gonna even talk about it. He said fish tater. Bro, I tell you, that shit stink. It stink. Them salmon croquette. What's good, Jane? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. What's good, Beauty Within? Welcome to the live. Appreciate that. Definitely appreciate it. Try to keep the skin good. Yeah, I like the giant lump, jumbo lump, crab meat. Also, I definitely do. And I was working for a catering company. We catered mostly to, which I still work there because I contract work, which I ain't been there in about a year, really since I started YouTube. But to this day, they still call me. They still call me for events, and if I ever had the time to go, I would love to go. But I ain't been cooking. I need to go because I have to get back into my atmosphere. I have to be in the atmosphere of cooking sometime. But that standing on that line, like being a line cook, I ain't with that no more. I don't want to do that no more. I really don't. Like I left line cook to be an insurance adjuster. I don't really want to do that no more. It's just it'd be hot, man. It'd be hot, and it's just a lot of It's more than just cooking. Like it's a lot of stuff that you have to do with that. But yeah, I used to work for a catering company. Well, still do. Used to. I can go back whenever because they contract me to be there. They'll just pay me for the event or whatever. But that's how I end up working at Tyler Perry Studios. That's how, which I can't talk about. I talk about working at Tyler Perry Studios to an extent, but technically, we did sign non-disclosures, so it's not very much that I can say in regards to working at Tyler Perry Studios because technically, I'm not supposed to tell nobody that I ever worked there due to non-disclosure. But yeah, that's how I ended up working there. Most of the hospitals here in Atlanta, as far as like the Christmas party, which I may do an event during Christmas time because that's when they pay more. They pay me more to do like Christmas events and stuff like that, and law firms and There's different places, different banks, and very high clientele. So a lot of the food that we did was very high quality food, and a lot of the stuff like lamb, like I never ate lamb until I started working there. Bison, they do a lot of bison burgers, and they'll use bison more than they do ground beef, which is ground beef technically, but it's a bison. A lot of different style food and different animals that I never really was able to afford before working there, and that's why I always I tell people you gotta kind of let God lead you where He leads you, and and be open to new experiences and be open to new things because you never know. Like I never knew working at that catering company that would lead me to working at Tyler Perry Studios, and now I know the directors, I know the producers, I know the actors. So if I was to ever come across any people again in any business field, in any business environment, even if I see them on the street sometimes, because some of them, the set designers, the creative directors, the the people that do the production. A lot of those people are my friends on Facebook, and it's pretty amazing, because a lot of time I see them, doing different stuff on set and stuff like that. And I'm just like, and I see the actual TV show because we used to cook on set, and in my mind, it's like I know what that looks like outside of what people see on TV. Like the whole, like I was there before they even put the name Tyler Perry Studios on there. Like I was there like before, like when they started building the neighborhoods and the communities, because they're real live communities and real live like mansions. Like he literally built a whole house, and I guess due to city codes, like he had to, you know, run water, and he had to, he had to, like when you build a house like that for a set, it has to be up to code as if somebody's actually living there. So I was able to witness, them building all of that. Like when he rebuilt the White House, I didn't know that was going to be the White House, but I was watching them build it because it was like right outside of the food truck that we worked on. Because I can't say why we had to work on the food truck, but yeah, because they were still building clearly. But yeah, and then he has this yacht. Like I don't know if the movie already came out. I ain't gonna talk about it no more because I ain't trying to get sued. But either way, yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's just amazing how certain things will lead you in the direction of to meet different people and just be able to network and come across different things because those people who are a part of the production may one day go off to do their own movies and studios and and they may have opportunities for me, and you never know what I may end up doing in the future, and I may come across them people again, and be able to shake their hands, and it's pretty cool, pretty cool. But yeah, I gotta go cook because I still have to have lunch for work tomorrow, and that's what I'm about to go do now. I'm about to go cook, and then I still have to um, get a video out tomorrow. I really want everybody to see that video tomorrow. Love actually requested that I post this video on tomorrow. I ain't gonna talk too much about it, but you'll see it. And it ain't nothing bad or nothing like that. She actually requested a few people do it, and it ain't nothing bad. I want y'all to think nothing like that. It ain't nothing bad. But when she sent me the message, I was like, ah, I ain't gonna even flex. Because when you get a DM from B Love, like it's just pretty awesome. Like it'd be pretty awesome. And yeah, I ain't gonna talk about it too much because I don't want people, I don't, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, B Love requested that I actually make the video that I'm making tomorrow, and it ain't nothing bad or nothing like that, but it's a pretty important video. It's pretty important to her. It's pretty important to me. So y'all will see that video in the morning. What y'all think about how I've been posting? Because if you haven't noticed, I've changed my post time. I used to post at 7:30, but some people were saying 7:30 was too early for them, so I switched it to 10:45. If y'all haven't noticed, if y'all have any objections to the time that I post, I'm gonna go with the majority because the majority rules. y'all have any objections to the time that I post my videos, please let me know. I always feel free to comment and let me know what y'all think about that, because I did switch my post times. The numbers didn't necessarily change or anything like that, but like I said, I ain't really concerned about numbers. It's about y'all and the best time for y'all, to be able to view the content. So if y'all have any objections to the time that I switched, posting, just let me know. I used to post right before um, I go to work, but now I post after because I found myself rushing in the morning time. But yeah, I'm about to go cook and get lunch ready for work tomorrow, and take these clothes out the dryer and fold them clothes while I'm editing. And yeah, that's about it for the rest of the day. I'm famished, but I was really wanting to do this live, and I'm trying to keep up on the lives. And I appreciate y'all for watching, and I appreciate y'all for being a part of the community and of being a part of the Team Picasso. Y'all named the team, and so I definitely appreciate y'all. And good things coming 2020 coming up. My birthday coming up. I'm not looking forward. I ain't gonna say I ain't looking forward to it, but this is my last years in my 20s. I think I learned a lot. And I ain't necessarily, you know, upset about it. So I wish I could have did more. I wish I could have did more. I want to do more. I want to do so much more, but I think I did everything I was supposed to do. It is what it is. It is what it is. I just really feel like my 30s is gonna be my millionaire years, and I built up enough endurance to be able to hold down. So I'm ready. I'm ready. It's time to grow. It's time to move on and do some things with my life and just be the person that God meant for me to be. And um, yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for joining another Sunday Night Live. Try to do some long lives next time, but I still got stuff to do. So, all right. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Peace out. I'm gonna try to start going live on Instagram and bringing some people on live on Instagram, because YouTube don't let you bring people on, so I can actually see some of y'all face to face, because I don't even know what y'all look like. But yeah, all right, y'all. Peace. Have a good night. Love y'all.